As these hyper-successful individuals grind ever harder, which of them will become the world's first trillionaire? Projections and estimates have been made, but what will the reality be, and how long would it take for that to happen? Welcome back, guys. In today's video, we are hot on the battle to the world's first trillionaire, Musk or Bezos. It is no accident that the United States has more unicorns than any other country in the world. Unicorns are startup companies that are valued at over $1 billion. Even so, some companies have reached the threshold of $1 trillion, even though as at the time of making this video, there are just 5 of them in the world. Saudi Aramco and Apple valued at over $2 trillion. Then Microsoft, Alphabet, and Amazon. Tesla currently sits just outside at over $700 billion market cap. Only companies have been known to be valued at $1 trillion, but is it possible that that could change? The high value of being worth $1 trillion comes with a great degree of uncertainties, as countless variables can affect the growth of a company, such as bulky regulations and inflations, just to mention a few. That's why it is extremely difficult for startup companies in third world countries to ever get off the ground. Apple was the first company in the world to be worth $1 trillion, and this happened back in 2018. That same year, Amazon followed suit, only to be joined by Microsoft in 2019, while Google's parent company Alphabet joined this exclusive $1 trillion club in 2020. Various calculations show previous billionaires would have the chance to be trillionaires, but that's in the past. As it stands, the 2 heavyweights closest to achieving this are the Amazon founder, Jeff Bezos, and Tesla's CEO, Elon Musk. From the start of the pandemic, both billionaires have made an added $374 billion altogether. The Seattle-based company sells electronics, household goods, and other products through its flagship website. It is also in charge of the Whole Foods grocery chain and offers cloud computing and streaming services. Not to mention the aerospace company Blue Origin, whose mission is to make space travel more affordable. As at time of making this video, Jeff Bezos is worth north of $130 billion after suffering a massive loss of $20 billion on the Friday to forget the 29th of April 2022, where the company's stocks nosedived by 14% that month. His current net worth places him less than 20% of the way to becoming a trillionaire. So that isn't something that will happen overnight, right? Although the pandemic caused the small mom and pop stores to be shut down worldwide, online shopping rose tremendously, bringing incredible success to Amazon. In 2021 alone, Jeff Bezos saw his net worth increase by over $76 billion. This is more than the entire GDP of the world's poorest countries combined. Would a generous donation through the government make them better off? We might explain this in another video. The massive net worth increase followed a year when he and his wife, Mackenzie Scott, broke the record for the most expensive divorce settlement in the world that saw him lose 25% of all his Amazon shares to the tune of $35 billion. So with so many factors at play, what would it take for Bezos to reach a personal net worth of $1 trillion? Some estimates show that Amazon would have to be worth over $10 trillion for this to happen. This is very unlikely considering the fact that the behemoth has already crossed its exponential growth stage. Since Amazon is unlikely to fetch such returns, what about Blue Origin? According to Citi, the space industry is projected to reach $1 trillion in annual revenue by 2040. With launch costs dropping by 95% to unlock more services from orbit. Take Starlink for example, having expanded by 70% since 2010 to $424 billion in 2020. There's a potential here, but it is a long way from now, enough time for other factors to get in the way. A company that helps small and medium businesses compare products, Comparison gives us some reliable stats. Comparison noted that if Bezos averages a 34% increase in net worth over the next 5 years, as he had done in the past 5 years, he could become the world's first trillionaire as early as 2026. Again, this analysis are purely hypothetical and depend on thousands of variables, which could mean he might gain the status, if ever, as far away as the 30s and 40s of this century. Many argue that he is the one and only company CEO with a chance at achieving this ambitious goal anytime soon. But they would have to say that to the face of Elon Musk. Elon Musk, the Tesla CEO, has had one of the biggest success stories in his rise to riches over the course of the last 24 months. According to Bloomberg, Musk had his net worth increased by 851% from $24.6 billion to $234 billion. Owing largely to the success of his company's stock, despite Tesla having to rely on carbon credits to generate income until 2021. Founded in 2003, Tesla now has 13 gigafactories with 5 reaching peak production, taking the total number of electric vehicles made to 2.5 million cars each year. Although this is significantly lower than Toyota's 10 million cars each year, it has already been proven that there is demand for Tesla's electric cars. The lower output of Tesla is purely down to production limitations, making Tesla the best-selling plug-in electric vehicle and the first electric car to surpass 1 million units in global sales. At a recorded growth rate of 157% in 2021, the $25,000 model is currently on the horizon, which will see consumer interest spike, while once again resulting in huge demand. By then, the automaker would have figured out a way to handle the pressure through innovation. For a company that began rolling out electric cars on a mass scale in 2020, we should cut them some slack for not matching the production output of widely used, less complex automobiles. Although the automaker is nearing the end of its exponential growth stage, with share prices beginning to level off, Elon Musk has a few tricks up his sleeve to keep the cash rolling in. The first of these is fully automated cars. This technology enables the car to operate themselves without any sort of human involvement. This comes with Musk's announcements of a self-driving robotaxi network as a way to generate extra income with cars that are not in use. This, along with Tesla's undeniably huge involvement in battery market, makes room for sufficient growth in company value. It doesn't stop there. Tesla is also leading manufacturer of solar technology. Also to be considered are his advancements with artificial intelligence, treating neurological disorders, and converting the neural signals to digital signals on a smartphone, as well as his Hyperloop concepts. Bezos owns Blue Origin. Musk owns SpaceX. The relentless competition is making space travel more affordable, and it is going to get cheaper, as we have stated earlier. With SpaceX, Musk have been able to launch Starlink into orbit, revolutionizing internet connectivity on a global scale already. SpaceX even collaborated with NASA in April 2022 on a mission to the International Space Station to carry out research investigations that will help NASA prepare for longer duration days on the Moon and eventually Mars. You think that's all? Then you must have heard that Elon Musk is venturing onto the smartphone industry with the novel Tesla Model Pi phone, which boasts of a tough photochromic back, triple 12-megapixel back lenses, 8GB RAM, 128GB storage, 4,000 to 5,000 mAh, as well as connectivity to Starlink and Neuralink. He's definitely giving the smartphone giants a run for their money. After the billionaire went on to acquire the microblogging app Twitter, Tesla's stock dropped at more than 12%, bringing its market cap down to $906 billion that month from over $1 trillion before. Tesla is currently valued at around $700 billion, although this is mainly due to the current state of the US economy. If Tesla's value continues to sink, Musk could be required to shed some of his shares to meet his loan obligations, since he pledged billions of dollars worth of Tesla shares as collateral for his $44 billion takeover of the Bird app network. In the world of finance, anything is possible. Both Bezos and Musk are a long way from becoming trillionaires, and it's currently being made worse by the skyrocketing inflation. In a better economy, there is room for more competition, more innovation, and better ways to enhance the standard of living of not just a nation, but the entire world. This is because the rising tide lifts all boats. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Who are you rooting for, Musk or Bezos? Let us know what you think in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you in the next one. Bye!